Hello everyone, it's me, that divination witch. I hope you're doing well. I am back with a witchy video, you'll know from the title and thumbnail. Today, I guess it's more personal. I'm going to be talking about Halloween. And I am specifically addressing the people that say it's a dangerous thing, that it's devil worship and all this crap. I'm going to be addressing you guys because there's a lot of misinformation out there, and there's a lot of BS out there, and a lot of fear mongering out there. So I am a witch, and I'm going to tell you what Halloween means to me. Let's get into it. I just want to say hello, welcome. I'm Sarah, that divination witch. I hope you stick around. My channel is a safe space for anyone to ask questions about spirituality, witchcraft, whatever it may be. Everyone's welcome here. Everyone is welcome to ask whatever they need to. No, nothing silly. Don't be afraid. I encourage everyone to be respectful to each other and help each other out. And I also offer readings, and I'm teaching tarot at the moment on Patreon and on YouTube memberships too. It's all linked below if you're interested in supporting me that way. So to these people, okay, I myself would be sent to hell. My own username is a sin. Divination and witch, two things. Oh, you're going to hell. To these sorts of people. You know, I am not saying this is just Christians, but a lot of it is. And it's not everyone, every branch of Christianity. It's not every Christian out there. You know, I know of Christian witches. I've known Christian witches. This isn't aimed at you guys. It's aimed at the toxic people. And there are other religions that can be this way too. I've had it off Muslims. I've had it off other religions too. So it isn't exclusively at Christianity, but the majority of videos online that are saying all this shit are from those brands of people. Now, my channel is not aimed at those people, and each to their own. You're always going to get people that disagree and are going to say what they think and believe. Like I'm saying what I think and believe, and we can all live in our own circles, do what you want. But I'm making this video because of the time of year it is, and because I don't like the fear mongering. I don't like it from anyone. And so I'm giving my 2 cents, my opinion. And hopefully it puts somebody's mind at rest out there. As I do have a lot of people who are carrying religious trauma, who follow me, who have been scarred of people like this in life. And it's dangerous and it's scary and it's hard. So Halloween is more actually of a Christian term, to be quite honest. It comes from All Hallows Eve, which is a Christian coined term to my knowledge. Maybe an old term, but it still comes from a religious thing. The whole concept of Halloween as we know it in the Western world, I suppose, springs from Samhain. And Samhain is a Celtic Sabbath. There are 4 Sabbats, 4 fire festivals within the year in Celtic traditions, and Samhain is just one of them. There's Imbolc, Beltane, I forgot the other one, I'm a bad witch. Put it in the comments. I'm not huge on all the Sabbats, if I'm quite honest. I'll be honest with you guys. I sometimes observe them, sometimes don't. But Samhain's just another one. And what does this mean? Well, it's just the time of year. So no matter what you believe or don't believe, we have seasons, no matter where you live in the world. The seasons may differ depending on the hemisphere, but we all have seasons, and the wheel of the year marks the milestones in the seasons. It's a way, in the old days, I suppose, before the Gregorian calendar, it was a way of people keeping track of where they were in life and in the year and everything. Back in the day, again, before the Gregorian calendar, we used to work by the moon cycles. We used to be a bit more in touch with nature, you could say. And that is all it is at its core. It is just a marker on a calendar, a very ancient one that is, but a marker on a calendar of the time of year. Now, this time of year, however, it is said in superstition and in mythology and folklores, and in my personal belief, I do believe this too. It is said that the veil thins, the veil between the living and the dead. And it's not the only time of year the veil thins, because if you think there's two hemispheres on the earth, what happens above happens below. It's like that saying, as above, so below. So in Australia, it's the summer one right now, and it's our autumn one up north, and then vice versa, Beltane, I believe, off the top of my head. The veil's still thin across the board. It happens again in the summer, but it's not sensationalised in the summer. There's not the same BS being spread in the summer because the fearmongers don't see it as that. They don't realise what it is. This veil, whether they want to believe it or not, it's around us all the time, and it's a way of separating the living from the dead, the alive from the spiritual. Okay? And yeah, it's just a time of year. It's like the moon waxes and wanes, the earth is circling the sun, the veil gets thinner and then it gets thicker, I suppose, and then it gets thinner. It's like the ocean, the tide goes in and out. It's a cycle. It's a thing. It's nature. That's what it is at its core. Now, the traditions that come around Halloween come from superstition. Because the veil's thin, people would dress up as spooky things. It was called guising, and it's mainly from the UK, basically. Scotland and England and Ireland and Wales. I'm just naming everyone to be safe. But we invented this. It was to chase off any ne'er-do-well spirits, The veil's thin. Some nasty pasties might get through. They might not as well. You didn't want them. I'm so Geordie then. You didn't want them to bother you, like. We don't want them to bother us. So what you want to scare them away. You Christians, you fearmongers, would use a crucifix to scare someone away. You would use Jesus' name to scare someone away, right? We use a spooky looking costume. We use a jack-o'-lantern. It wasn't called a jack-o'-lantern. It was actually something, I think it was Jack Shine or Maggie. I don't know what the hell that meant. But when I was a kid, I did the OG Halloween. We had a turnip. We didn't have a pumpkin. I had this turnip in a black bin bag. I used to wear a black bin bag. A 90s British witch. That's what I was. Bin bag, cheap hat, turnip, witch. That was me. All right? You Americans, I'm not saying it's all Americans, but in America, you guys took the concept and ran with it. And you do Halloween on another level. We are catching up now. But Halloween, in that regard, dressing up, trick-or-treating, all of this, was another level in America. You guys took it, ran with it, made it amazing. It was all commercialised, let's be honest. It's all about candy, kids, commercialised, having fun. We made something scary into something fun. It is not devil worship. It is not worshipping the pissing devil, dressing up as a Power Ranger. I'm the pink Power Ranger. Let's go worship the devil. What are you going on about? I don't understand these fearmongers. Seriously, for anyone listening, please take it with a pinch of salt. Just say, okay, whatever, la la la. No one's out there worshipping the devil, Well, okay, take that back. There are Satanists out there that will worship the devil. But any witch like me, a pagan witch, I'm not out there worshipping Satan or Lucifer even. I mean, if I want to worship Lucifer, I can do that any day of the week, my love. It's not just on Halloween, you know? I don't know where they're getting all of this from. Now, dressing up in a costume isn't glorifying the devil or anything like that, that bullshit you're coming out with. It's scaring off the devil, if anything. It's meant to be scaring off the evil spirits. Come on, it's a bit of fun. Now, you don't have to partake in it, and if you feel it goes against your religion, freaking fine. Absolutely fine. And you don't have to agree with it, and you can say it's the devil for all you want. Go on, say it, whatever. It's when you're spreading fear and you're spreading misinformation and you're basically attacking someone else's religious beliefs. I may not follow the Sabbath strictly, and I may not follow some religious doctrine like you guys, but this is my belief, and this is part of my religion, my faith, my spirituality. And you wouldn't like it if people were shitting on Christmas or something. You'd cry. You'd get upset. You'd say it's disrespectful, it's blasphemous, you're going to hell. You'd threaten them. Christmas itself was a pagan festival. Jesus wasn't born on the 25th of December. He was actually, I believe it was May or April or something he was born. Who was born on the 25th of December? Dionysus. And it was Dionysus's holiday before it was yours. Are you not worshipping the devil? The horned god Dionysus, who is often portrayed by a bull? Are you worshipping the devil on Christmas? Think about it, guys. Easter, another one. I know the date varies. Not saying it didn't happen at that time of year. But Easter is a German origined word. There's a goddess called Easter. It was fertility. If you get an Easter egg as a Christian, are you suddenly going to go to hell? An egg has nothing to do with the crucifixion of Christ. An egg has nothing to do with that. Now, fair enough. If you don't follow it and you don't agree with it, cool. But when you're attacking other people's beliefs, that's not cool. And yeah, I'm going to hell by your standards. I know I am. And if I am, fair enough. But I feel, personally, you're in hell. You're literally in hell. Because your very existence sounds hellish to me. To be judging others, to be so critical, to be so paranoid, permanently. That's hell. That's hell on earth. And I wouldn't want any part of that. So Halloween is nothing like these people say. If you're getting triggered by it, please take it with a grain of salt. Please, 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 please take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to partake in it if you don't want to. You're not going to get smited, okay? I don't observe every single Sabbath myself. Before I was a witch, I loved Halloween. I like the fun of it. I like it. I've always liked the imagery of it. I mean, I've got a little pumpkin on my thumb. You know, I just love Halloween. It's a great time. I've been to Disneyland on Halloween. Been to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. You know, trick or treating. It's cool. It's fun. And that's not me being sacred at that point. You know what I mean? I don't bash the sacred side of it. Yes, it's superstitious. It's known as the witch's New Year. It's a thing. All right. Okay. Happy New Year. Let's move along. Do you bash the Chinese because they celebrate their New Year at a different time to the Gregorian calendar? Like, come on, guys. It's just BS. So I just wanted to make this video to address it. I wasn't going to even make a video about Halloween this year, to be honest, because every witch and their dog does it. You know, Halloween, lovely time of year. I love it. If you want me to talk about some more things about Halloween, I will. I just wanted to get this out there. That's all. You might not like it, okay, but I wanted to put people's minds at rest that, look, gloves, you've got nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing. Just, if you are a practitioner, have your protections up. Do your normal thing. Keep up with your spiritual hygiene. You'll be absolutely fine. And that's that. If there's anything else you want me to talk about or dispel fear on or, anything like that, let me know. Okay? Because this is a safe space here, alright? There's enough hate in the world. We don't need more. Until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye.